All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Luca, T, Relest, Wyclifed, Zarmegas. Oh my god, you guys. And Oe. Welcome back to Root Double. Last week we only had one Root Double because of Christmas, but we are back in our crazy thing with the guy with three faces and our freaking fireman team and our protagonist who might be have DID, might be an amnesiac, and the mysterious young girl. And oh my god, you guys, last time we found out telepathy was just a thing in this world, just existed. And we have approximately 2 hours left in our radiation pills before we get, I guess, completely sterilized and much worse by the massive radiation leak that's going on around here. So it looks like we have quite a small time frame left on this on our exploration, unless we find a cache of radiation pills just lying around somewhere, because I know that they said they had a decent amount, but there's an ever-growing number of people there, and each person is going to need one, so it might get really dark really fast, even though it's they are trapped with a ticking clock, which is kind of unusual for a lot of the these types of stories. Usually in the very beginning, it has a somewhat relaxed yet tense atmosphere, like the characters are just chilling. But here, like right now, they barely have any time at all. And I also just want to thank, by the way, I'm not going to make a big announcement about it for a while, but because the subscriber number goes up and down all the time. But even if for a brief moment, I'd like to thank all of you for, helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. You guys are fucking nuts. Seriously, you guys. To me, of all people. Me. You guys. Even if it goes down, which it might, it goes up and down all the time. Thank you so much. There's a part of me that thinks it's one giant prank. A tiny part of me, but it's there. But even if it is, and that's like a 1% chance. Thank you guys so much. I never ever thought it would get this high. And I am going on, which I shouldn't, because it'll probably just go down. I'll say something more later, but let's get back into Root Double. Load. 6 plus 3 is 9. Oh.
This is Serious Commander Murakami. Tachibana, do you read me? Over.
What? The radio. It looks like it's finally getting transmissions from the surface again. Kazami took out her PDA and spoke directly into it. Loud and clear. This is Lieutenant Tachibana of Sirius Team A. I think I'll give this guy. Oh yeah, I gave him like the Fulbright-ish the Minorikawa voice, I think, earlier.
Tachibana, looks like we finally got the radio up and running again.
But the reception's still extremely unstable. It could cut off at any moment that we all know. For all we know.
Then make your report as short as possible. Give me an update on your status.
現在我々は
Roger. At the present, we are... Kazami then, blah, 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 recap. Told Commander Murakami everything that transpired up until that point. About how they reunited with Watase and saved Yuri, Anna, and Ukita. We're still missing the other two dudes. It appeared she was keeping Watase's amnesia a secret for now. Once Kazami had finished her report, Commander Murakami paused, then spoke again in a defeated voice.
I see. So everyone in Team A really did go down to the basement.
では堂島と檜山もやはり地上にはいないのですね。
Yeah, those two dudes. Where the fraps are they? Then you're saying that neither Dojima nor Hiyama made it to the surface.
No, it appears that the surface and basement have become completely separated.
Damn, I just realized that is a tight-ass skirt that she's wearing. Look at that! Girl! That must be super uncomfortable. Jeez. Either that or you've been packing on the pounds. But jeez, girl. Like, look at that! It's like literally like an outline. Like, damn. I guess she just didn't bother to get a new one. Kazami listened calmly to Commander Murakami's solemn voice before speaking again.
それより司令長、隔壁が降りた理由について何か聞いていないでしょうか。
Like, I'm trying to think how it would even get like that indentation there. Like, what kind of material? Never mind, I'm overthinking this. Incidentally, would you happen to know why the bulkheads have been lowered, sir? I love Kazami.
Truth is, there are still a lot of things we're unclear about ourselves up here. But I have to tell you something first.
Yep.
The nuclear reactor in the basement has ever undergone a meltdown. We know this for a fact.
And my cat is scratching things in the background.
やはり
I knew it.
Right after the explosions occurred at 6:19 a.m., Labo's engineers began working on initiating an emergency shutdown of the reactor on the remote control room located on the surface floors. But after that, pretty much everything that could have gone wrong did. The short-term coolant suffered a circulation malfunction. The water pressure regulators broke down, the ventilation control system went offline, and so on and so forth. Yada yada, ipso fatso.
I'm gonna say that I have a theory right now. This might have been deliberate. Somebody, I think, sabotaged this. Their reasoning, I have no idea. They might want to destroy the city, or they might want to kill somebody even in specific here. Maybe they wanted to even lure somebody from the fire team down here and kill them. Or maybe that girl they wanted to kill. But why go about it in such a roundabout way that it does so much collateral damage? It's probably some kind of revenge against the city or the nuclear power plant itself, or maybe revenge against one of the doctors who created it. I'm not sure. But with so many things going wrong at once, I think it might likely be an act of terrorism that caused the meltdown.
The engineers did all they could to prevent a meltdown. But unfortunately, their desperate efforts were in vain.
そして隔壁が閉まった原因もここにある。
That's also what caused the bulkheads to lock.
メルトダウンと同時に放射能漏洩防止システムが作動したんだ。
The radiation leakage prevention system activated when the meltdown occurred.
放射能漏洩防止システム。
The radiation leakage prevention system.
ああ、放射性物質の拡散を防ぐためにな。
Yeah, it's used to prevent the spread of radioactive material.
ではその隔壁なんですが、一時的にでも開けていただくことはできないんでしょうか。
Then can't you simply open the bulkheads for just a few seconds?
No, that would end the game too early.
Expectation filled the group's faces when they heard Kazami's suggestion. However,
それが言い難いんだが、
It pains me to say this,
現状それは不可能とのことなんだ。
but at the present, that's impossible.
不可能。なぜ？
impossible. Why is that?
どうやら原子炉のある N エリアで今もメルトダウンによる大火災が続いているらしく、
It seems that due to the meltdown, there's still a huge fire going on in Area N, which is where the reactor is located.
そのためにセキュリティシステムが暴走し、外部からアクセスできなくなっているそうだ。
The security system's gone haywire thanks to that, which means that we can no longer access it externally in theory.
In theory.
火災が静まればシステム暴走も止まるらしいが、 N エリアの自動消火システムはすでに破壊されており、鎮火は期待できない。
It seems the system will stop going haywire if the fire quells down. But since Area N's automatic sprinkler system is already broken, we can expect that the fire will be extinguished. If only we had a crack team of firefighters here.
なので、現在ラボ関係者が総力を挙げてシステムの復旧を図っているが、
So Lavo staffers are currently doing everything in their power to restore the system, but...
復旧までにはどのくらいかかりそうなんですか？
How long do you think they will take?
予想では
About
あと約9時間とのことだ。
another 9 hours.
Wrong game. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counting the main dude. 7, 8. But there's way more than 9 doors. Like, jeez. So, yeah, we have 8 people, 8 persons, 9 hours, and how many doors? Like, okay, there was like, no, I can't see a picture of the, actually, wasn't it in the tips? Are we gonna have, no, we don't have a map of the area here. Okay. I thought there was one we'd be able to see.
Another 9 hours.
And you only have enough radiation pills for 2 hours, I think. I love how everyone's expression changed. Seriously. The sprite quality is top notch. I will say the coloring is amazing. Everyone gasped at the words 9 hours.
冗談ではありません。隔壁を爆破してでも脱出口を開いてください。
Just don't joke like that. Please destroy the bulkhead or open an escape route for us.
すまない立花、それはできないんだ。
I'm really sorry, Tachibana, but I can't do that.
どうして C4 爆弾を使えばいいではないですか。
Why not? C4 should be enough to get the job done, right?
地上と地下を隔てる床と隔壁は80構造の耐熱耐衝撃複合鋼板だ。 C4 程度ではどうにもならん。
The floors and bulkheads dividing the surface and basement are made of 8-layered thick anti-heat and shock composite steel plates.
Damn it. It would have been amazing if it was 9 layered.
C4 won't be enough for something like that.
水蒸気爆発や水素爆発にも耐えられるように設計されているんだ。我々の装備程度では。
Oh boy. Well, I guess they could try to, since they are like super experienced firefighters, they could try to put out that fire themselves. Since they're currently immune to radiation, that's their literal only hope of survival here.
Those plates are designed to withstand steam and hydrogen explosions. We don't have anything nearly powerful enough.
Even she's worried. No way. Yeah, seriously. The normally composed Kazami was in total shock.
要救助者が多数いるんです。どうにかならないのですか?
We've got multiple survivors down with us. Are you sure there's nothing you can do?
こちらでも手を尽くすが、時間の
We're doing all we can do, but it takes some time. Oh, wait. Going through a tunnel.
Suddenly his voice started only coming in through bursts.
司令長、声が途切れてます。
Commander, I didn't catch all of that.
通信が不安定だ。時間がない。ラボ関係者からの伝言を伝える。
Hello, Gappy Force. Welcome to the stream.
Reception's unstable. No time. Message from Lavo staff to you. The secret to getting out is...
God damn it. The commander apparently realized the transmission was reaching its limits, as he started talking much faster without pausing.
同じ台に備え、施設内の各所に AD が設置してある。
Oh, okay, good. Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. This could almost be like another type of game.
There's AD lying around the facility for cases like this.
それを投与し続けろ。そして汚染区域に近づくな。
Damn, this feels like it almost could be like a puzzle game kind of thing. Or a survival, like finding the key cards to open the right doors. Oh my god, oh wait, yes! Zelda is your, seriously. I never realized that until I saw, how crazy that cutoff was from Link to the Past until I saw, an internet skit about it. Hello, Emiya, welcome to the stream. And Link could be like, Zelda's my what? My what? What I'm gonna do could differ greatly depending on the answer to that question, to that sentence.
Keep administering it to yourselves and stay away from contaminated zones.
そうすれば必ず生き延びられる。
Just keep doing that and you'll make it for sure.
Hello, Burncastle, welcome to the stream. His voice was full of grief and pain. Dang. If they don't find enough for everybody in each section, that could get really bad really fast. I could see people murdering each other for AD and things like that. Wow. Kasami quietly listened to him with a bitter look on her face.
ぞ立花。草関やモーリベと協力し。
Counting on you, Tachibana. Support Kasanaki and Moribe as...
司令長、また声が。
Commander, you're breaking up again.
ないのか。通信がまた限界を。
Hear me, the reception's going.
司令長、司令長。
Commander, Commander! Kazami desperately called out to him. The only reply she got was the cruel hiss of static from the radio. Oh, I gotta save. Well, crap. Kazami grimly put her PDA away. The rest of the group, full of panic, all began speaking at the same time. You gotta run! You gotta run! And, yeah, good luck ever getting any sleep. Enough sleep. You're never gonna get any sleep during this. Because you have to keep administering the AD every 1 hour. The rest of the group, full of panic, all began speaking at the same time.
9時間経って
Did he just say 9 hours? 9 persons, 9 doors? That's Collider's second favorite visual novel of all time.
長すぎるわよ。なんでそんなことに。
As that is way too long. Why will it take that much time?
メルトダウンを起こした原子炉がすぐそばにあるってのに。
And the Galdron reactor causing all this is only a hand's reach away. Staying in an environment like that for 9 hours. It was an insane idea to all of them. And it didn't look like they could expect the reinforcements that Kazami had been counting on. Not anytime soon, that is. Watase then spoke with a cracked voice.
浮田さ
Mr. Ukita.
んなんだね
Yes?
放射能漏洩防止システムってのは何なんだ
What the hell is this radiation leakage prevention system?
それのせいで核壁が開かないってなんで人がまだ地下にいるのにそんなものが作動したんだ
It's because of that thing that we're stuck here. Why did something like that activate when there's still people down here?
I mean, it makes sense. Like seriously, that's like that's basically the I mean, you're comparing the lives of a few people in there to if the radiation leaks, and especially if it leaks into like the water table or something, you can forget about it. Like seriously, basically that would remove the entire like you'd have to evacuate the entire town. And like a reactor meltdown is fucking Chernobyl shit at the worst. It's cold as fuck, but in an emergency situation, it does make a grim sort of sense.
Meltdown って一体何なんだ
What the hell's a meltdown anyway?
教えてくれ俺も漠然としかその恐ろしさを知らないんだよ
Tell me. I'm the only one here who doesn't know just how bad it is.
Ukita hesitantly looked around at everyone else inside.
知らない人もいるだろうから説明しておいた方が良さそうだな
There are probably several of you who don't know that, so perhaps it would be best to explain it.
極めてかいつまんで説明するがいいかね
I'll warn you that this will be quite a simplified explanation, though. Is that all right?
あ頼む
Yeah, please tell us.
With those words as a signal, Ukita began to quietly explain, "Dude, I think you better find some more of that AG stuff, and you're also 2 missing members. I think you can walk and talk here."
メルトダウンとはつまり原子炉の炉心が異常な高温になり融解してしまう現象のこと
In short, a meltdown is a phenomenon where the nuclear reactor's core rises to exceptionally high temperatures, then proceeds to melt.
通常そんなことが起こらないように原子炉の中で燃焼している核燃料は絶えず冷却されるべきなのだが
Normally, the nuclear fuel burning in the reactor is constantly cooled to prevent something like this from happening.
冷却が適切になされなかった場合炉心の耐熱性を上回る熱量が発生し原子炉そのものが破損する
But when it's not cooled adequately, the heat becomes far too much for the reactor's heat-resistant properties to handle, and thus damages the reactor itself.
そして灼熱した核燃料が外部に放出される
And then the scorching hot fuel is released into the outside.
N エリアで起こってる大火災ってやつの原因はそれか
Is that what's causing the large fire in Area N right now?
ああおそらく莫大な熱量を持つ核燃料が周囲の可燃物を炎上させたんだな
Yes. It's most likely that the immensely hot fuel set fire to nearby flammable objects.
溶け落ちた核燃料は摂氏3000度超の凄まじい高温を発し、あらゆるものを燃やしてしまう。
Hello, Hollow Mirage. Welcome to the stream. Oh God, I hope I'll get used to it eventually. Seriously, like the left and the center facing sprites are like I can kind of accept. Like he does look a lot younger here. He looks like a kid with a semi-large forehead and white hair, like more of a childish here. Is very rounded, and then like but the sprite that faces right looks completely different from this. Just utterly and completely different. Like the jaw is 100% different. And it's that's the main thing that's throwing me off. If it was just this one and the one in the center facing, I think I could handle it. But the fact that the one that faces right looks so utterly and completely different just keeps throwing me off. Oh, and congratulations on your graduation, Hollow Mirage. Hell the fuck yeah!
The melted fuel is around 3,000 degrees Celsius, so it will burn anything it touches.
今も火災が続いているということは、破損の程度は大きいのでしょうか。
And the fact that it's still burning means it'll cause catastrophic damage, won't it?
そう考えて間違いはない
Like, look at this. Look at his jawline here. They really had different people draw. I can believe it, absolutely. If different people drew the 3 sprites of him facing different ways, I would 100% believe that.
I believe that your assumption is correct.
自動消火システムが破壊されていることから見るに、爆発なども起きている可能性がある。
And with the automatic sprinkler system destroyed, it's possible that it's also causing explosions.
Like in this one, he looks like he's 60. Then in the front-facing one, he looks like he's maybe 40. And like he looks like he's in his 30s. And the one that faces left, it's like he's aging when as he turns from left to right and right to left, aging forward and reverse.
And with the automatic sprinkler system destroyed, it's possible that it's also causing explosions.
核燃料が何らかの水分に触れれば、水蒸気爆発などが起こるからね。Nエリアは灼熱と爆風の地獄と化しているはずさ。
What's more, it'll cause a steam explosion if it comes into contact with any water. Area N is now turning into a literal hell on Earth.
A stiff smile rose to Akita's face as he said all this.
そして核燃料とは言うまでもなく放射性物質だ。
And there it all goes without saying, nuclear fuel is radioactive.
原子炉から放出されたそれは放射線を周囲にまき散らす。
Which means that it scatters radiation all around it after escaping from the reactor.
実例を挙げるなら、そう、チェルノブイリ原発事故というのを知ってるかね。
To give an example, I know. Are you familiar with the Chernobyl nuclear disaster?
Dude, I barely remember my own fucking name.
いや、
No.
The name didn't ring any bells to him. Akita sighed and continued.
もう半世紀近くも前にロシアで起きた人類史上最大のクライシスだよ。
It was one of the greatest nuclear crises in human history. It happened about half a century ago in Ukraine.
原子力発電所で使用されていた原子炉がメルトダウンし、水蒸気爆発が発生。
A nuclear power plant's reactor melted down, causing a steam explosion.
10トンにも及ぶ放射性物質が原子炉建屋の外にまき散らされた。
Up to 10 tons of radioactive material leaked out of the reactor chamber.
これは広島型原爆の500倍の量にあたり、それによる死者は膨大な数に。
It was the equivalent of 500 of the atomic bombs dropped in Hiroshima, causing enormous casualties.
原発職員や事故処理に当たった消防士など3000人が死亡。そしてその後も増え続けた。
3,000 power plant workers and firefighters who tried to contain the accident died, and the casualties only kept piling up afterwards.
I definitely think this is his best sprite. Absolutely.
最終的な死者数は今となってはわからないが、数十万人にも及ぶとさえ言われている。
Even to this day, we don't know exactly how many died, but the number is estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands.
数十万なんでそんなに死者が
Hundreds of thousands? How did so many people die?
その原因がまさに放射性物質なのさ。
Exactly.
Because of the radioactive material.
死の灰とも呼ばれるそれは爆発と火災により空に舞い上がって雨とともに地表に降り注いだ。
From the explosions and fires came what we call atomic dust, which proceeded to float up into the sky, then fall back down to the earth with rain.
わかるかね。真に恐ろしいのはこの点だ。今この地下に満ちている放射線が周辺地域全体に広がるという点が。
Do you understand where I'm going with this? Because this is a truly terrifying part. Think of all when the radiation bottled up in this place spreads to the surrounding regions.
Exactly.
その死の灰ってのが漏れると施設の外も汚染されちまうってことか
So what you're saying is that atomic dust stuff will leak out of here and contaminate the area outside the facility.
その通りだ。事実、チェルノブイリ原発の周辺は以後900年にわたり人の住めない土地となった。
Precisely. The area around the Chernobyl nuclear power plant has become uninhabitable to humans and will remain that way for the next 900 years.
Really? I thought it was much longer.
故にメルトダウン発生時の緊急処置というのは過去に国内外で発生した N 災害の教訓を生かし
Therefore, modern emergency procedures for dealing with a meltdown are the result of people applying the lessons they learned from past nuclear disasters all around the world.
放射性物質の拡散を抑えることを第一義に考える風潮が強まった。
Thus strengthening the trend to make preventing the spread of radioactive material their first priority.
だからこの施設ではメルトダウンが起きたら全ての隔壁が自動で閉まるようになっているのさ。
That's why all the bulkheads automatically locked down when a meltdown happened in this facility.
Okay, good. So he is explaining that.
隔壁強制閉鎖を知らせるコードだよ。
You know who he reminds me of in this sprite, except for the forehead? He reminds me of a cross between, oh, god damn it. It's Tomitake and the blonde doctor from Higurashi. I can't believe I forgot his name. God, I suck with names sometimes. Y'all know who I mean, right? Like, the blonde male doctor from Higurashi. He, yeah, aside from the forehead, he kind of reminds me of him in this sprite. Like, a cross between Tomitake and him.
In other words, code case N is a code to notify people that they're performing a forced lockdown with the bulkheads.
EDA, that's it. Thank you, Zarmegas. That's who I'm thinking of.
So that's it.
It was true that if the nuclear reactor was shielded by the unparalleled strength of composite steel plates, then it'd be able to easily handle a meltdown in the rare case of one. If the facility had been made of, say, normal reinforced concrete instead, then it would most likely collapse completely in the event of a steam explosion. So perhaps they made the facility into what was essentially one giant heavy metal box, so that all they'd have to do in times of emergency was to simply close the lid, sealing everything inside into an airtight container. Dang. Oh my god. Are they gonna become a literal Schrodinger's cat? A literal Schrodinger's cat. I just realized it. They're in a sealed box with radioactivity. And they don't know if they're gonna live or die. If they don't bring it up once, and this is a visual novel, if they don't bring it up once with this exact situation that's happening, I am gonna be so shocked. Because that is literally what is happening right now. So, I wonder if that's what the timeline of shenanigans, like, because you know there's gonna be something like that, are gonna relate to. Because it's a Schrodinger's box, isn't it? What they're in, the Nekobako. So perhaps they made the facility into what was essentially, oh yeah, closed lid, I read that. Yeah. Then we can understand the logic behind that.
でも閉じ込められた人たちはどうなるんだ
But what are the people trapped inside supposed to do?
そうよ。脱出口はないの？
He's right. Is there no way out?
エアダクトとか今こうして呼吸ができるということは空気の通り道はあるんでしょ
Like through the air ducts. And the fact that we can still breathe means that air is passing through them somewhere, doesn't it?
いや、エアダクト内の各所には放射性物質ろ過装置が設置されている。地上に続く箇所や各エリアを隔てるところね。
No, the air ducts have radioactive material filters set up all over in them. They block all potential routes to the surface and other areas.
当然人は通れない。エアダクトからの脱出は不可能だ。
So naturally, people can't get past them. Therefore, it's impossible to escape through the air ducts.
そこまで念入りに
They were that thorough? No shit. What to say? This is a nuclear power plant. It's either spend a little bit more money on like disaster prevention or literally millions or even billions of dollars and lives on, if something goes wrong.
そうとも、どこの原子力関連施設もそうだが、安全面には極めて配慮してある。
Indeed. All nuclear-related facilities are extremely careful when it comes to safety.
Yeah, that just makes 100% sense.
今このラボの地下フロアは外界と完全に隔絶されている。灰一粒外に漏らさないようにね。
Right now, Labo's basement floors have been completely cut off from the outside world. All to ensure that not a single speck of ash sneaks out.
Like, in any normal circumstance, y'all would be dead already. Like, except because you have those magic radiation pills, like, that's the only reason you're alive right now.
だから先ほどの通信で言っていたように AD を投与しながら核兵器の解放を待つしか。
So, just like your boss said earlier, our only option is to keep administering AD as we wait for the lockdown to lift.
But before Yukita could finish his sentence, June cut in.
待ってよ、浮田さん。悠長に待ってるわけにはいかないみたいだよ。
Hold on, Mr. Ukita. It doesn't look like we'll be able to just sit around and take it easy.
なんだね。
Ooh, what's that?
Because they need to find more pills. June, and also they have teammates missing. June responded by taking her Procyon out of her breast pocket.
このプロキオンの数値見て。今は1605ミリシーベルトになってる。
Take a look at the reading on this Procyon. Now up to 1605 MSV.
だけど核壁封鎖の直後はまだ100ミリシーベルト前後だった。
Wow! Oh boy. But it was only around 100 MSV right after the lockdown started.
場所によって多少上下するみたいだけど、徐々に数値は上がってるんだよ。
And though the reading's been varying from place to place, it's slowly but surely increasing.
何？
What? Nani? Now that he thought about it, she was right. The reading he'd seen when he first looked at the Procyon was about 1100 MSV. Oh boy. The reading really had increased in the short amount of time they'd passed since then.
どういうことだ、浮田さん。なんで数値が上がるんだ？
What's going on, Mr. Ukita? Why is the reading getting bigger?
施設外に放射性物質を拡散させないようにはなってても、施設内は何の対策もしてないの？
Even if the place is set up so that radioactive material doesn't spread out of the facility, isn't there something in this place that can counter it?
いや、その。
He de-aged in the flash of an eye. No! No. You see,
僕にもわからん。
I don't know either.
わからないって。
Are you serious?
各エリアを隔てるセキュリティゲートも核兵器と同様放射性物質の拡散を防ぐために役立つはずなんだが。
The security gates between each area are supposed to be effective at preventing the spread of radioactive material, like the bulkheads are.
しかし例の爆発や火災のせいでゲートや内壁があちこち破損しているのかもしれない。
But maybe the gates and inner walls have been damaged in certain spots due to those explosions and fires.
ひょっとしたらエアダクト内のろ過装置も壊れているのかも。
Or perhaps the filters in the air ducts are broken.
何よそれ。安全面への配慮が聞いて呆れるわ。
What the hell? Then what was all that crap about being careful with safety? Anna's eyebrows raised sharply as she accosted Ukita.
人がまだ地下に残っているのに、勝手に核壁を封鎖しておいて、しかも開けられない？
What kind of place locks down their bulkheads while there's still people inside and can't even open them up?
放射線はどんどん強くなる。電話も無線通信も使えない。エレベーターも動かなければ消火システムも役立たず。
Hello, GAs. Welcome to the stream. The radiation's getting stronger and stronger. The phones and radios are dead. The elevators aren't working, and the sprinkler system hasn't done shit! I'm gonna trust Yukita a bit more here because she's being a bit Mayuzumi-ish here, although slight, and he's just explaining scientifically what's going on.
どこを見ても穴だらけじゃないの。何が放射能漏洩防止システムよ。
Face it, this so-called radiation leakage prevention system is full of holes!
確かに安全面に多少の不備があったことは認めるが。
I admit that our safety has a lot of shortcomings.
システムの暴走や爆発などは想定外の出来事で。
But the system going haywire and the explosions were all factors beyond our expectations.
その想定外の出来事が起きないようにするのが安全面への配慮でしょ。
Isn't that all being careful about safety stuff so to keep those unexpected factors from happening?
待て先生、落ち着け。
Hold on. Calm down, Teach.
Yeah, panicking won't do anybody any good here.
落ち着けって？落ち着いていられるわけがないじゃない。
Calm down? How the hell am I supposed to calm down?
私だけならまだしも、私の生徒まで閉じ込められているのに。
I wish it had been just me instead of me and my students who got trapped down here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, she's a lot nicer than Mayuzumi. You know what? I am not going to call you Mayuzumi anymore because Mayuzumi would never say that. Mayuzumi would say, "Oh, if I wish it was just my students trapped down here instead of me." Like, seriously. Oh, wow. And thank you, GAce, that the captain, the commander, had the same voice as Enomoto from Remember 11. That's really interesting. Or I guess it would be the real Sasuru in that case. Oh, another choice here. Oh my god. Wait, who the hell is Mashiro Toba? Wait, what? Oh, are those her students? The fuck? God, it's hard because I don't know any of these other people. And wait, her students are here too? Oh yeah, no, I remember they are here because we saw them in the camera. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we briefly saw them, didn't we? And I think this dude, Natsuhiko, he's the main character of the other side. I don't know. See, this seems like something that you do in a second playthrough because I know nothing about any of those three people. Now I think I'm gonna trust her more. You know what? I'm gonna be sympathetic to all of them. Not Max, because I don't know them that well, but that's it. Yeah. Look at me, I'm sympathetic to everybody. Taken aback, we'll have to say glanced at the monitors again. Damn, oh, so we have way more than 9 people. Okay. Those three were also stuck in this unforgivingly harsh environment. I completely forgot. I don't know, there's something suspicious about this static over here that almost makes me think it's like going to be a trick, that it's not actually Toba, but somebody else. Like, it's like staticky, but it's someone who's like looks similar to her. Those three were also stuck in this unforgivingly harsh environment. With no one having come to their aid and pursued by the fires and fear of the radiation around them, they were no doubt still running around trying to find a way out. Wow. Oh, and yeah, you are what Mayuzumi should have been. At the very least, we need to give them some AT as soon as possible. Oh, wow. Oh. You're actually very sweet. Yeah, I was thinking that too, or less. Like, the fact that the static is only on her face is very sus. It seems like it's trying to mask it and make you think it's her, but it's actually not. Oh god, and Anna sounded on the verge of tears. She may have looked harsh on the surface, but when it came down to it, she really was a teacher, or a good teacher at least. She couldn't help but be worried about her students. Oh wow. Hell yeah, we'll have to say.
Cheech, let's go look for them right away.
I think I just chose a route. Yeah, because I imagine if he didn't empathize with her, he would have stayed behind. She might have gone off on her own or something. Oh my god. Of course, let me make my boobs look even bigger. Watase and Anna tried to run out of the room, but were stopped by a sharp voice.
二人ともお待ちください。
Captain, Mr. Bakayama, please wait.
立花さん、どうして止めるの？
Miss Tachibana, why are you stopping us?
彼らを捜索する前に、まだ一つ踏まえておかねばならない問題が残っているからです。
Because there's still one problem we have to touch upon before we can go look for them. I think you should find the AD first. Huh?
彼らと合流できたとしても、全員が生き延びるためには、1
Okay.
時間ごとに9本の AD が必要でしょう。
I was wondering when somebody was gonna bring this up. Okay, yep. Because seriously, they are almost out of fucking time. Even if we find them and take them with us, we'll need 9 AD per hour to keep us all alive.
ですが、我々に残された AD はわずか5本しかありません。
As I said, y'all should have been walking and talking, looking for this shit, like, as you're having this conversation. God damn it, Ukita. You just had to be a fucking scientist, and I'm guilty of this too, and just stay in one place as you explain the whole nuclear power thing, when in reality you could have said that while you're looking around. But right now we only have 5 left.
彼らに届けるどころか、このままでは我々6人だけでも次の1時間を生き延びることもできないんですよ。
Forget just getting it to them. Not even all 6 of us will be able to survive the next hour if the situation doesn't improve. Actually, I just realized, if those 2 guys never show up, then there really will be 9 people. Everyone gasped.
5本ってそれしかないの？
5. That's all you have.
申し訳ありません。このような事態を予想していなかったものですから。
My sincerest apologies. This is all because we didn't expect to get caught in a situation like this.
準備が足りなすぎるわよ。あなたたちレスキュー隊なんでしょ？
How can you be so unprepared? Aren't you guys supposed to be a rescue squad?
申し訳ありません。
I truly am sorry. Watase grit his teeth as he listened to the cycle of blame and apologies, questioning, and antagonism fly around them. We don't have time for this! You guys can argue while we search for the fucking radiation shots. Could this situation possibly get any worse? God damn it, Watase, don't say that! It's probably gonna get worse that you're gonna find, like, murdered corpses of your 2 teammates. Ah, fucking hell. I could see that, the situation getting worse that way. And you're gonna have to freaking ration off the AD if they can't find enough. They needed 6 AD per hour to keep the entire group safe from radiation exposure. They would need 1 more for each survivor that they rescued. Yep. They need a fucking truckload of this shit. Hadn't felt like they've been so low on AD right after they saved Yuri.
But with Teach and Mr. Okita with us now, we've finally come up short.
I don't know about y'all, but Ukita looks like real 9th man material. He didn't know how the situation had gotten so bad, nor did he have time to think about it. But their next course of action was clear.
つまり俺たちは3名の要救助者を捜索しつつ
So basically, we have to find enough AD for everyone.
I really like Tachibana. Hello, Von Fiegel. Welcome to the stream.
人数分の AD を見つけなきゃいけないってわけか。
Exactly, we're last. No time to eat tuna sandwiches in this one.
As we're looking for the other 3 survivors, won't we?
And you completely forgot about the other 2 members of your own team. Although, I have a sneaking suspicion that they might be like murdered or something. I don't know. And that would be even worse, that there's a killer among you. I wonder who's the most sus. Ukita. It's obviously Ukita's the most sus, but... So...
ええ、それもできるだけ早くです。
Correct. And as soon as possible, too. Kazami looked back at the monitors.
彼らの累積被曝量が致死量を超える前に
Before their cumulative exposure exceeds fatal levels.
累積被曝量
Cumulative exposure?
Kazami quickly answered Watas's question.
放射線を受けた量というものは体の中に蓄積していきます。その合計値が累積被曝量です。
Yep. It's why when you get your x-rays taken, the technicians go into another room while they give you just the lead plate. They get exposed to this shit daily, and so they need more protection because of cumulative exposure. The radiation you're exposed to builds up in your body. That total amount is known as a cumulative exposure.
プロキオンに表示されるのはその場所にいた時1時間あたりどれくらい被曝するかの量。
What the Procyon actually shows is how much radiation you'll be exposed to per hour in your current location.
つまり現在の環境下では1時間あたり1605ミリシーベルト被曝するということです。
In other words, that means we'll be exposed to 1605 MSV per hour in our present environment. And it looks like it just keeps getting higher. Oh god.
累積被曝量が2000ミリシーベルトに至った場合、致死率は約 5%。4000ミリシーベルトなら致死率は約 50%。
Hello Metronomy and welcome to the stream. The fatality rate for having a cumulative exposure of 2000 MSV is approximately 5%. At 4000 MSV, it's approximately 50%. Ooh, but y'all have the magic radiation pills, right? Right?
そして8000ミリシーベルトに至れば 99% 死亡します。
And if it goes out up to 8000 MSV, that's a 99% chance of death right there.
つまり累積被曝量が上がるほど死のリスクも加速度的に高まるのです。
In other words, the more your cumulative exposure increases, the higher and quicker the risk of dying gets. I mean, I also see other ways to handle this. You guys right now are immune to radiation, and you're firefighters. Why not see if you can figure out a way to put out the fire in Area N? That's the whole reason why everything is locked off. Like, look at what's exactly happening. You could probably go right up to it. Except to the fire itself, obviously. And at least see what's happening and try to formulate a plan. While some of the team looks for more AD. And hopefully you don't have some kind of Lord of the Flies shit going on that people are just gonna hoard it or something. Oh boy. In other words, the more your cumulative exposure increases, the higher and quicker the risk of dying gets. I hope the rest of the team is going up looking for more AD.
そして一度累積した被曝量はすぐには減ることはありません。
And it takes a long time for any radiation you've accumulated to go away. Which meant that if they didn't give themselves any AD in this environment, their cumulative exposure would reach 4000 MSV in 2.5 hours. Ooh boy, and 8000 MSV in 5 hours. Yep. Oh yeah, I think there was a limit to the pills. Let's check it out again, since the pills seem to be like a very key plot point. AD. Where's the AD? Come on, it's gotta be here. Oh, here we go. Radiation inhibitor drug. God, a lone desire. That does not sound like something to inhibit radiation. That sounds like something that that the army would pay for some reason. My God. Now let's see. Yep, up to 4,000. Yep. They would die before they could put out the fire. I mean, I would at least see what it looks like to see if they could, like, not obviously rush in, but like just see what it looks like to see if they could formulate some kind of idea. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the limit is 4,000 for this, yep. Yeah, 8,000 MSV in 5 hours, yep.
If we don't find more AT, we'll all be dead before the lockdown can be lifted.
Yes! Walk and talk! God, Watase! Come on. Ukita then spoke up as this thought crossed Watase's mind. Why are you all still here?
だが AD は4000ミリシーベルトまでの放射線量をほぼ完全に無害化する。
Are you thinking of rationing it?
But AD can almost completely detoxify radiation doses after 4,000 MSV.
さらに8000ミリシーベルトまでの環境下でも延命効果は極めて高い。
And it's still very useful in keeping you alive longer than you normally would, even in environments of up to 8,000 MSV.
AD さえ投与しておけば累積被曝量は増加しないんだ。
Our cumulative exposure won't rise so long as we keep administering AD.
それは間違いないのか。
You need more.
できれば確証が欲しいんだが。
I see. So Area N has more radiation, much higher radiation. Definitely over 4,000, so they can't approach it without getting overwhelmed. Thank you, G-Ace. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Are you positive about that? I'd really appreciate it if you could just back that up with proof.
信じがたいだろうが全面的に信用してくれ。AD は我がラボの最高傑作だ。
Seriously, that just sounds like something that would be like, it sounds too good to be true. Like the AD, like what is that powered by? Black fucking magic? Like jeez. My God. Like I think I would almost sooner believe telepathy than that the AD, because that just seems so, that just seems like a mind-blowing invention. Like, wow. Like, like, I just am at a loss for words at how incredible something like that would be.
It may be hard to believe, but please trust me completely on this matter. AD is our lab's greatest masterpiece.
安定ヨウ素材、キレート剤、プルシアンブルーなど9種の高放射性物質薬に医療用ナノマシンを加えた全身被曝予防剤。
It protects the entire body from radiation exposure through stable iodine agents, chelating agents, 9 types of Prussian blue anti-radiation medicine, and medical nanomachines. But it's mostly the nanomachines. Of course.
それは静脈から注射することで全身を巡り、細胞、血液、神経、遺伝子を保護する。
All of these circulate throughout the body through the vein it's injected into, protecting your cells, blood, nerves, and genes.
胃や肺などの粘膜にも3分で行き渡り、放射性物質の吸収を完全にカット。
It spreads through your gastric and respiratory mucosa in just 3 minutes, completely cutting off all intake of radioactive material.
さらに過去放射性物質と化合し、無害化した上で汗、尿などとともに体外に排出する。
Furthermore, it detoxifies all radioactive materials and chemical compounds, which are excreted from the body through sweat and urine.
It blocks even gamma radiation?
その劇的な有効性を知っているから僕もこんなに落ち着いているんだ。さもなきゃもっとパニックになってるさ。
The reason I'm so calm is because I'm aware of just how incredibly effective AD is. Trust me, I'd be panicking if it wasn't.
そうか。
I see.
Yukita's voice and expression both seem totally honest. So basically, they could survive as so long as they kept administering AD. But their bodies would get closer and closer to death with each passing moment once its effects wore off.
じゃあこんなところでごちゃごちゃ言い合ってる場合じゃないね。
Thank you, June. Then we can't just keep standing around here and complain all day, right?
施設内に残っている AD をかき集めて夏彦くんたちの元にも届けなきゃ。
We have to get all the AD we can find lying around this place and get them to Natsuhiko and the others. Come on, it's like freaking Pac-Man, but in real life.
なあ浮田さん、監視カメラを
The
使っ
ghosts
て
are everywhere.
要救助者を探せないか。
Hey, Mr. Ukita, can we use surveillance cameras to look for survivors?
そうだよ。もしくは館内放送で呼び出すとか。
He's right. Or even use the PA to call for them.
いやそれが放送は使えなくなってるしカメラもほとんどが壊れてしまっているようなので。
Unfortunately, the PA is not working anymore, and almost all of the cameras are broken.
壊れたってどうして？
How'd that happen?
火災や爆発の影響だろうね。映像記録も多くのデータが消えている。
They can't take a look at the fire with the cameras. Dang.
Probably due to the effects of the fires and explosions. Even most of the surveillance footage is vanishing.
残っているいくつかの映像から察するに彼らは第6エリア方面へ移動していたようだが。
That's what I was thinking, Burncastle. And yes, thank you, Wyclifed. That's one of the things I was thinking of. Like they could use strong radiation to cure like cancer easily. It'd be fucking insane.
Well, from what I can surmise from the minuscule amounts of footage I could recover, they were apparently heading towards Area 6.
第6エリアか。
Area 6?
Meaning they've been heading to an area much further ahead than this one. They must have some reason to be there and something they have to do here, they think. Just knowing that was enough.
むしろちょうどいい。あの3人以外にも要救助者がいる可能性がある。
Actually, that's perfect. I mean, it's possible that there's more survivors than just those three.
Y'all are forgetting about the other two members of your own team.
その要救助者を全て助けるためには全エリアを隅々まで捜索する必要があるからな。
So we need to comb through all the areas from top to bottom anyway in order to rescue them all.
ええ。第1エリアと第2エリアはすでに捜索済みです。
Yes, and we've already finished searching areas 1 and 2.
この第3エリアから第6エリアまで捜索しながら進めば全てのエリアを捜索したことになります。
Which means that we'll have searched all the areas if we press on while searching everywhere from areas 3 to 6.
堂島先輩や檜山先輩もそのどこかにいるはずだよ。
Yeah, I was wondering about these two. Dojima and Hiyama should also be there.
あの2人もそれぞれ支給された AD を持ってるし、隊長と並んで有能な人たちだ。
Not only do they...
心強いよ。
Pauses. Not only do they both have their own AD too, but they're the best in the squad next to the captain. Meaning we'll have nothing to fear if we regroup with them.
よし、立花、森部、早速行動を開始しよう。
All right. Tachibana, Maribe, let's get a move on right away.
You almost sounded like a captain for a second there.
I know, right?
Anna then turned to them with a firm voice.
私も行くわ。
I'm coming too.
全員で捜索しながら進んだ方が効率がいいだろう。
Me too. It'd be more effective to keep progressing onwards while we're all searching.
しかし民間の方々に手伝ってもらうわけには。
But we can't allow civilians to assist with our... Let her... Oh... Ugh. Yuri... Why is Yuri in this? I like them all! No, we got it! I love you, Kazami, but... I'm gonna side with Anna on this one. I think it's fine to let her help. She'll know something about that. I'm so sorry, Kazami, I love you. You are great, but I think we should let Anna help search.
そういうことを言ってる場合じゃないでしょ。
Is this really the time to be saying that?
そうとも。それに僕はラボ内のことにも詳しい。多少は役にも立てるだろう。
Indeed. And besides, I'm very familiar with Labo and its structure. I can probably be of at least a little use.
私も何もできないかもしれないけど。
I see, that's why we had to choose her. Okay. I'll go too. I might not be able to do anything, but I'll try my best. Even Ukita and Yuri were siding with Anna.
Tachibana, what should we do?
Watase sent a glance over to Kazami. It's that moment that June spoke with a voice bursting with energy.
副隊長、今はルールより実を取ろう。みんなもやる気になってくれてるしさ。
Let's put reality before the rules, Lieutenant. Everyone's up for this.
確かにそうせざるを得ませんね。
You're right. We don't have much choice. Kazami nodded after a moment's hesitation. And thus 6 wills became one to accomplish the same goal. To survive. And then 0 shows up on the monitor. It's like,
Welcome to Unknown Game.
oh god damn it! And also to rescue the survivors. They had to act as soon as possible in order to fulfill these tasks.
だったら急ごう。具体的にどう捜索する？
Then let's hurry. How exactly do we plan on searching?
プロキオンもセキュリティカードも2つしかありませんから、ここは二手に分かれて捜索しましょう。
We only have 2 Procyon and security cards, so let's split into 2 groups and search. Even though I'd love to have Kazami with me, I see, my emotions were for Kazami were too high. Well, you know what? I didn't want to completely overrule Kazami because I like her. But I'm glad in the end they decided what I wanted to do anyway. Thank you, G-Ace, for clarification. Split into 2 groups and search? You would have to have senses lower than halfway to get a clear siding with Anna and Yuri outcome. I see. Well, you know what? I didn't want to upset Kazami too much because I really like her. So, it's sad, but I think that... Oh, wait. No, actually, I think that Kazami and I could still be on the same team because Kazami and Watase could... Since Watase is amnesiac currently, he's not much better than anyone else. And, the professor can go with June and Anna. And Kazami and me could go with Yuri. I think that would be fun. We have only 2 Procyons and security cards. So let's split into 2 groups and search.
チーム分けは
Who'll be on what team?
バランスを考えて、まずは私と隊長とユーリさんが組みましょう。
Jiggity dang to dang, Kazami! You and I thinking the exact same thing. Wow! After taking balance into consideration, I believe that the Captain Yuri and I should be on the same team. Dang, Kazami!
了解だ。
Roger.
わかりました。
Okay.
じゃあこっちは私と椿山さんと浮田さんだね。
Then I guess that means Mr. Tsubakiyama and Mr. Ukita will be with me.
ええ。
Thank you, Chase. I do appreciate it. Okay, so in order to have a clear choice, you have to put somebody below half. I get it. All right.
僕も異論なしだ。
I have no objections myself.
では我々は内周島を捜索しますので、森部のチームは外周島をお願いします。
Then our team will sweep the inner ring. So I'd like for Maribe's team to handle the outer ring.
捜索対象は全部で4つ。
There are 4 things we need to look for.
要救助者と AD、
The survivors and AD,
そしてできれば第5エリアに進むためのレベル5のセキュリティカードと脱出経路です。
and if possible, see if you can locate an escape route or a level 5 security card so we can get into Area 5. Oh wait, they're in, okay, and the kids are in Area 6. Dang. Oh wow, how did they get into the highest security area?
AD は鉄製のメディカルボックスに入ってます。通路などにも落ちているかもしれませんので、入念にチェックを。
The AD are being stored in iron medical boxes. Some are being lying around in a passageway or somewhere like that, so check them carefully. We might also have to fight a boss or two to get at some of them or solve a puzzle.
時間が差し迫っているので急いで。しかし、決して焦らず、身の安全に重々留意してください。
We're pressed for time, so hurry. But do not rush this. And please put your own safety above all else.
それでは皆さん、よろしくお願いします。
All right then, let's get started. Yeah! And so, with Kazami's words having sparked a fire in them all, the group ran out of the surveillance room. Watase, Kazami, and Yuri immediately began searching Area 3's inner ring. They first ran into the nearest room. It was somewhat large laboratory. Oh wow, look at all these nice screens here. Deeper inside was a space that seemed to be for a rest area, a guard's room, or possibly a conference room.
では捜索開始。時間は1分でお願いします。
All right, commence with the search. We have 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we can see like numbers like plus or minus 1 on the anagram when the choice kicks in. Interesting. I really want to take the that anagram personality test. I'm curious to see who I would come up with. Jeez. Oh, OA, you're kind of no. Scientists get money for research to use on the research. They do not get much money to spend on themselves. No. They get grant money. That's very and this is not a scientific research area, I believe. This is more of a power plant. Oh no, this is nuclear research, but that's right, it is. But scientists get money to spend on research stuff. They don't get money for themselves. Not that much at all, no. So yeah. But so yeah, anything here is clearly for the building itself, not for them. The group split up and searched the room. Though they didn't find the survivors or a medical box there, god dang it. Something still caught their eyes.
Huh?
A notepad was lying on the floor. Something that had been hastily scribbled on it. Huh. 918 sprinkler system inspection. The inspectors Takashita, Urabe, Misono will gather in the engine room at 1 p.m. Make sure the system's been manually shut off before the inspection.
消火システム点検ってまさかこれのせいで停止してるのか
Ooh, wow, what bad timing. Still, this kind of leans toward the fact that this was something planned. Like, they used the test time, like, because they knew that the sprinklers would be off, so that's one less thing they had to account for.
The sprinkler system. Could this inspection be the reason why it's not online?
Kazami ran up to him and took a look at the note.
いや、日付が違います。今日は9月16日ですが。
Oh, okay. No, the date's wrong. Today's September 16th.
しかし、このエンジンルームというところに行けば、消火システム停止の原因もわかるかもしれません。
But perhaps we'll find out why the sprinkler system's offline if we go to this engine room.
場所はわかるか
Do you know where it is?
存じません。今後の捜索で見つかれば良いのですが。
Negative. I can only if we find it in our future search. But though they hadn't gained much information, it was still progress.
よし次に行こう
Alright, next room.
Seems like a pretty comfortable place to rest if they need to. If they ever get an opportunity to, after they've searched everywhere. The group finished up their search of the room in precisely 1 minute. Dang! And it looks like a pretty big room, too. Then headed for the next one. They entered the hallway and went next door. But what they found was no ordinary room, but rather an elevator hall. That's right, they have a whole nother level in addition to all the rooms. So this place is huge. The survivors were nowhere to be found and all the elevator lights were off.
第一第二エリアもそうでしたから。このラボのエレベーターは前期止まっているようですね。
So it appears that all the elevators in this facility are disabled, not just area 1s and 2s.
エレベーターシャフトを通って地上に出ることは
Dang, Yuri! You've watched a lot of movies. Also, the elevator is very likely above us. Couldn't we climb up the elevator shaft to get to the surface?
残念ながらシャフト内にも地上に続く部位には隔壁があります。
Unfortunately, there's a bulkhead in the shafts at the section that leads to the surface.
それも放射能漏洩防止システムの一環か
That's also got to be part of the radiation leakage prevention system.
With the elevators out, the group had no choice but to move on. Their next destination was a connecting passageway that led to Area 4. Oh! Dang. Almost looks a bit sci-fi here. But it was buried in a mountain of rubble.
この瓦礫メルトダウン前に起きてたっていう爆発の影響か
This rubble. Was it created by the explosions that occurred before the meltdown?
Yep, so they're gonna have blocked paths and everything.
おそらくそうです。
Most likely.
通れそうにないですね。
I do think we can get past it. So they finally got their hands on a level 4 card. It meant nothing in the face of this. They gotta go to the outer ring and see if there's a path through that way. I think they might have to take like a snaking path around. If there's stuff like this going on. It appeared they need to find another way into Area 4.
ここにいても無意味です。次に行きましょう。
There's no point in standing around here. Let's move on. The group went back to Area 3 and headed towards Area N this time. Can they go in there? And when they got to the Area N connecting passageway, they were greeted by a door with a security terminal stationed next to it. The words LVN were engraved on the terminal.
レベル N
Level N.
どうやら N エリアに入るためには特別なカードが必要らしいですね。
That's where the final boss is. It would seem that you need a special card to get into Area N. Perhaps Area N had the highest security level in Labo. But it was the fires blazing just beyond the gate that kept them from freedom.
なんとか N エリアに入って火災を止められないかな。
Oh dang, we'll have to say I said that like an hour ago. Let's see what she says.
Would it be possible to enter Area N and put out the fires?
何言ってるんですか。それは危険すぎます。
I mean, you're gonna die of radiation either way. You may as well try something if you can't find the, especially if you can't find the AD. Are you out of your mind? That's way too dangerous.
たとえ鎮火することができたとしても、致死的被爆は免れないでしょう。
Yep, and this is what Jial explained to me earlier. Even if you could put out the fires, you wouldn't be able to protect yourself from getting exposed to the lethal radiation levels in there.
そうか。くそ。
You're right. Damn it.
Watase tried putting his Procyon close to the gate.
What?
Only for the reading to start shooting up astronomically. Yep, okay, yep.
2406ミリシーベルトだと。
2406 MSV!
一気に1000近くも。
It almost went up by 1,000 at once.
危険です。お下がりください。
It's too dangerous. Fall back.
Yeah.
The group frantically ran away from the door. Just then, the Procyon's reading went back to normal.
ゲート越しでもこんなありさまかよ。
Even if we could get past the gate, we have to face all that.
鉛などでできたゲートであれば、放射線は完全に遮断できるはずなのですが。
If the gate's made of lead, then it should be able to completely block off radiation.
周囲の壁や天井などに破損部があるのかもしれませんね。
So perhaps the inner walls and ceiling are damaged. Interesting. No matter how strong the gate was, there was always the possibility that there were cracks in other spots. Though they were invisible to the naked eye, there was atomic dust and radiation leaking through them.
なるほど。徐々に数値が上昇していくわけだ。
I see. So that's why the radiation keeps going up. Reading keeps going up.
いずれにせよ、このゲートの向こうに溶融した原子炉があるのは間違いないですね。
At any rate, this confirms that there's a melted down reactor on the other side of the gate. An area of death swirling with hellfire and radiation. If the area around the gate was that bad even when shut, they could only imagine how much radiation would engulf them if they opened it up. That's true, yeah.
It really would be suicide to go into that place.
Are you sure what to say? Because you were in there. And you came out just fine. I'm pretty sure he was in, like, the thick of it. Kazami continued as Watase held his breath in horror.
隊長、ともかくこれで内周島の捜索は終わりです。外周島を手伝いましょう。
Be that as it may, we've now concluded our search of the inner ring, Captain. Let's assist with the search of the outer ring.
Yeah.
Now meet up with the others. The group nodded and ran off towards the outer ring. Backdraft. I think that was a movie about firefighters a long time ago. But June's angry shouts filled their ears the moment they reached the connecting passage to the outer ring. God dang Kotsar bullshit! Y'all are not qualified to handle this, so just do what I tell y'all! Oh, come on, he's just smoke. I didn't take rescue workers for cowards! June and Anna were engaged in a fierce argument. Yukita watched the two of them with a bewildered look on his face. What happened? Moribe, what's all this commotion about? Oh, Lieutenant, thank God. There's smoke in the outer ring up ahead. Looks like there's traces of a fire there. A fire in the outer ring. I'm definitely going to side with June with this. But we don't know where the fire's coming from since there's a ton of rooms. So I was telling Mr. Bakayama and Mr. Ukita to wait somewhere safe, but... Don't be an idiot! If there's traces of a fire, then that's all the more reason why we should all be searching. So as you can see, neither of them is willing to compromise. Watase thought for a second about who she should side with, and then okay, here's see, I wish there were more points like this where it showed like literally right before the choice was supposed to go through.
Calm down, Teach. Think about it. It's too dangerous for an untrained civilian to go somewhere where there could be a fire raging, right? What was that? See? Our captain has amnesia, and this is no better than an amateur at the moment. And even Hayes agreeing with me. Just think with common sense already. We just simply can't let a civilian go with us to an area that could be on fire. The hell are you two turn on about? It's just a little smoke. In general, the choice takes about 6 lines after the SSS appears. Thank you. Thank you, Chase. But before Anna could say any more, Kasami sharply cut in. Hello, Maki. Do you want to die, Mr. Bakayama? Ha.
黙って言うことを聞いてください。
If you don't want to die, then please stop complaining and listen to us. Anna instinctively gasped at Kazami's harsh words.
私はただ
Oh,
捜索を手伝
Anna.
おうと。
I just wanted to help.
言葉がきつかったことは謝ります。椿山さんのお気持ちも嬉しく思います。
And I truly am grateful for that. I apologize for being harsh on you.
ですが、どんな小さな火も侮ってはいけません。災害現場では我々の判断を信じてください。
But you can't take even the smallest of fires lightly. Please trust our judgment when it comes to disaster sites.
我々の任務は全員を無事にここから脱出させることなんです。だからどうか。
Our mission is to ensure that everyone gets out of here in one piece. So please. Kazami bowed her head with those words. Anna looked away from her uncomfortably.
分かったわよ。プロにお任せするわ。
All right. Then I'll lead it up to the professionals.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Watase straightened his back with a crunch at those words.
ということは俺たちの出番か。
So that means it's our turn to shine, isn't it?
そうだね。隊長の復帰第一戦だ。勘を取り戻すためにはちょうどいいよ。
Woo-wee! Hell yeah, Captain! That's right. It's round one and you're fighting to get back into fighting shape. Perfect chance to see if you can reclaim your instincts. I gotta start up the fire everywhere system. Who knows what kind of crazy disguises that fire will be in next. Woo!
椿山さんと浮田さん、優里さんは内周島で待機してください。
Mr. Bakayama, Mr. Ukita, please wait with Yuri in the inner ring for us. Okay, they'll be with Ukita at least.
見たところ、内周島に火災の兆候は見られませんが、周囲の安全は常に確認してください。
We did not see any signs of a fire there, but please be cautious and remain aware of your surroundings, just as a precaution.
任せたまえ。
Very well, leave it to us.
了解よ。いってらっしゃい。
Roger that. See you later. After the rest of the group had finished wishing them luck, the rescue workers headed for the outer ring. I'm not done yet, you guys. I just need to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Dang. This is getting really cool so far, seriously. I love how structured this is. It feels like, it's like, I have to say, I don't know, in a kind of meta way, it feels like I'm almost watching a game being played on its own by the characters. In regards to like the tasks that they have to do, they have to find key cards, they have to find like these treasure boxes, not really treasure, but you know what I mean, boxes with the thing that keeps them alive. It's kind of like a power-up, like searching for the missing people, like this maze-like area with blocked paths and everything. It's really interesting. It's really interesting like that. You guys just hold on a second. Let me just, because this wires from the microphone are in the way. I don't want things to fuck up. All right. I'll be back as soon as possible. Alright, I'm back, you guys. Let's continue with the story. Oh, wow, Wycliffe, that's amazing, that field. Incredible. Dang. That is awesome. You're too badass. Anyway, let's get back. Area 3, Outer Ring, B2. This block had multiple doors lining the hallway on both sides.
確かに少し煙ってるな。
You were right. It is a bit smoky.
We didn't see any traces of fire at first glance, but the entire hallway was filled with thin smoke.
しかしこの施設、空調も機能してないのか。
Hold on a second. Is this facility's air conditioning not working?
基本的には無事なんだけど、壊れてるところもある。ここみたいにね。
It is for the most part, but there are some places where it's broken, like here.
おそらくは火災の影響によるものでしょう。
Most likely due to the effects of the fire. Kazami looked around in the block after saying this, then continued.
それより隊長、この塔の捜索にあたり、一つ注意点があります。
At any rate, there's something you need to be cautious of while searching this block, Captain.
注意点？
What's that?
扉を開ける前に、サーモグラフィーで扉が熱を持ってないか確認してください。
Yeah, that's like Fire Safety 101 right there. Please check each of the doors with your IRT scanner to make sure they're not hot before we go opening them.
扉が赤、もしくは黄色で表示された場合は、そこは絶対に開けないように。
But what if there's AD in there? Ah. If a door ever shows up and the scanner is red or yellow, then make sure you do not open it for any reason.
なぜ？
Huh? What's that?
バックドラフトってのが起きるんだよ。
It'll cause a backdraft if y'all do.
閉鎖された部屋で火が燃えると、やがてその火は部屋内の酸素を食い尽くしてくすぶり始める。
When a fire burns in a sealed-off room, it eventually consumes all the oxygen in that room and starts to smolder.
そこで扉を開けると、部屋内に新鮮な空気が急速に流れ込んで。
So when the door to the place is opened, fresh air rapidly pours into the room, and then boom! You'll be fried faster than the burger on the 4th of July.
ドカーン
Kaboom!
と爆発的に燃焼するわけ。
It starts burning again like an explosion.
この塔には火は見えないけど煙が見える。ってことはどっかの部屋で火がくすぶってる可能性があるんだよ。
We can't see any fire in this block, but we can't see smoke. Which means it's possible that there's a fire smoldering in one of these them their rooms. Odyssey looks pretty badass, I have to say. He definitely looks like a captain. I'm not gonna change.
ですから隊長がちゃんと温度をチェックしてくださらなければ、我々全員が吹き飛ぶかもしれません。
I have no reason not to trust them. So if you don't carefully check the temperature, all of us could get blown away.
責任重大だよ。大丈夫？
It's a real big responsibility, Captain. We're sure you're really up for it.
なるほどな。
Ah, I see.
なるほどなって。隊長、ちゃんと分かってんの？
Oh, they're giving me another chance. Okay. I see. Captain, are y'all sure you get it?
消防はチームワーク。3人が意思を統一して緊密に連携せねばならないのですよ。
Firefighting is all about teamwork. Not only must our minds be as one, but we need to work closely together as one unit. Understand?
あ、すまん。任せてくれ。
Sorry about that. Leave it to me.
Determined not to let them down. Woo! Vladisek re-geared his mind back to the task in hand. He checked his surroundings to find 10 doors lining the hall. They all felt like traps to him. Explosive booby traps just waiting to be tripped.
しかしこれは慎重にやらなきゃまずいよな。
But I have to take this seriously or I'll be screwed, won't we?
この扉のどれもが開ければ火が吹き出る危険性をはらんでるってんだろう。
Every single one of these doors has the potential risk of shooting flames out if I open it, right?
当然です。しかしこのどれかに AD や要救助者がいるかもしれません。
Naturally. But there might also be AD or survivors behind them.
それに火元を放置しておくわけにはいかない。結局勇気出して一個一個開けなきゃいけないのさ。
And we just can't leave the source of the fire alone. So in the end, you'll have to man up and open every last one of them.
決して焦らず、しかし急いで捜索をしましょう。
Don't rush things. But keep in mind that we have limited time to search.
あ、わかった。
Yeah, got it.
And with that, the group began searching each and every room. It's a good thing we did not get Anna in here, or else I think she would have barreled ahead. They stood in front of a door at the end of the outer ring, with Kazami pointing a fire hose right at it. It's green. I think it should be okay. Watase turned on the PDA's RT function and checked the door for heat just as he's been told.
扉は青い。熱はないな。
The door's blue. No heat here.
了解。扉開けます。
Roger, opening the door! June announced that as she opened the door. Watase braced himself the moment the door opened. You should be fine, Watase. The scanner wouldn't lie to you. Just an office. Yeah. Oh my god! Did we hit the mother lode here? Look at that! Wow! Oh my god, look at all that. Dude! But all that waited for them was a trim and tidy office. That looked like to me like a whole box full of DT. AG, I mean, sorry.
火の気はなしか。
No signs of a fire here, huh?
I mean, it's not like a garbage bin, because a garbage bin wouldn't be clear.
要救助者の姿もなしっぽいね。
Yeah, but the same goes for any survivors.
では AD 等の捜索を
Oh god.
30秒で行
Yeah,
きましょう。
AG, yeah. Then search the place for AD. You have 30 seconds. The group will search the room in accordance with those orders. It wasn't long before they found a box, yet it's literally right fucking there. Oh, that's not it.
メディカルボックスか。
Huh. This is a medical box, isn't it?
Watase ran up and looked inside. But it was empty. Oh, come on! Oh, I thought this was like a giant box of DT. AD, I mean. Why do I keep calling it DT? Jeez. It was empty. It appeared that someone had already taken its contents. Who?
外れか。
Shh. No luck, huh?
残念ながらカードもないね。
And no card, neither.
では次の部屋へ効率を上げていきますよ。
I would just check all the rooms first. And then have different people search the rooms if they're safe. That would save time. Then let's move on to the next room. Be more efficient this time. The room opposite of that one was a stairwell. Oh, a stairwell? Would that be able to get us to the B1? Unlike the automatic sliding doors that the other rooms used, this one had a fire door with heavy hinges. But when they opened it... Ow! All they saw was a collapsed staircase.
しかしなんで階段が崩れてるんだ。火の気もないのに。
Hold on. Why did the staircase collapse? I don't see any traces of a fire in here.
火災によるものではないようですね。
Ooh.
普段の原因不明の爆発によるものと思われます。
Okay, yep, this was definitely deliberate. This was definitely deliberate. Yep, someone did this on purpose. Indeed. It doesn't look like it was caused by a fire. I believe that it's one of those explosions of unknown origin that did this.
いいから次に行こうよ。テキパキとさ。
Come on, let's just forget it and move on to the next room already. Chop chop! The group continued to search as June's urging. However, no matter how many rooms they checked after that, the only thing they found were empty medical boxes. Oh, yeah. This is purposeful. This is purposeful. No, yeah. Someone is purposely trying to fuck them over. To make matters worse, there was no sign of any of the survivors, to say the least, in the source of the fire. They even checked the bathrooms, but that turned out to be a fruitless endeavor.
God damn it, we need to find some AD!
Watase was starting to get more and more impatient. The last time the group had taken any AD was around 9:20 a.m. The watch showed that it was almost 10 a.m. right now.
We don't even have half an hour.
The survivors and security cards were important too, of course, but they wouldn't be able to live past the next hour without some AD.
Shit.
This is all me and my amnesia's fault. No, Watase, it's not. You would be stuck in this situation with your amnesia, without your amnesia as well.
I kept wasting everyone's time by demanding all those explanations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I was saying that before. Yeah, you could have walked and talked while you were searching. Yeah, but I guess it's nice that you realize it now, at least. They need to get their hands on some AD quickly in order to make up for that mistake. The group approached the final door in the outer ring as Watase thought this. And it's fine. And like usual, use the IRT scanner to check the door.
熱はないな。
There's no heat.
おかしいですね。煙は他のエリアから流れてきたのでしょうか。
That's strange. Perhaps the smoke came in here from another area then.
とにかく了解。扉開けます。
Anyway, roger that! I'm opening the door now. June then moved to press the button for the door. They've been through this routine 10 times already, and as a result, Watase was probably nowhere near as focused as he's been the first time, because he'd gotten used to it. That's why I didn't notice it sooner.
Huh?
What's that red line right there? Oh, that's just the scale, right? Yeah, that's like... Then like all the other doors. The RT scanner was showing that this otherwise blue and a slight yellow tinge to it.
まずい。開けるな、モリベ。
Oh crap, Maribe, don't open it!
But it was too late. Oh no. Oh, it looks like it's okay. June had already hit the button, causing the door to slide open. Oh. At that moment, the group all felt something like the air being sucked inward. It was a lot more subtle than she would have suggested it was. Oh, crap baskets. June immediately jumped away from the door. Oh god, fire spewed forth from only a mere second later. And we're all dead. Ah! Watase tried to dodge it, but his body wouldn't move. Captain! No sooner had Watase heard that shout than we had seen the rest of the group blown away by the blast. We all...
Am I dead?
He wondered that for a second, but no, he was still alive. It also felt like someone was crushing his body. I thought this was like a bad ending.
Ugh.
Watase then opened his eyes.
隊長、大丈夫ですか？
Captain, are you alright? Only see Kazami shouting and helping him up. Okay, yep, absolutely. Seems she knocked him out of the way, just didn't think of time. But what about June?
しかしこれは。
No, I'm okay. But this is...
The surroundings had transformed to a scene of flames in the blink of an eye. Fire that fused the room was spreading all the way into the hall.
If this keeps up, then even Tachibana will die.
It's that moment that he heard a voice across the sea of fire.
二人とも無事？
Hell yeah, June is okay. Yo guys okay? Watase looked at the voice to find June looking at him and Kazami from the other side of the flames. Oh, this would have been a bad ending if I hadn't corrected my choice earlier. Okay. Thank you, Chiase. Woo! Okay. I was worried, and I'm really glad Anna was not here. She would have died for sure from this. Watase looked to that voice to find June looking at him and Kazami from the other side of the flames. Watase quickly shouted back.
森部こっちに消火ホースをよこしてくれ
Moribe, just throw us the hose!
Out it! June picked up the hose lying on the fire and tossed it with an underhand throw. The metal nozzle slid across the floor and stopped right in front of Watase. The fire spread even further during those few seconds, filling the hallway with black smoke. Just standing burned his skin as his lungs hurt every time he took a breath.
いけません隊長ここは私が
Captain, don't. I'll handle this.
大丈夫だこのくらいの炎俺にだって
I'm okay. Even I can handle a little fire like this.
Watase forced himself to step forward to the direction of the flames, then turned the nozzle of the hose.
Oh!
Watase was caught off guard for a moment. The water pressure was far greater than he'd expected, yet firemen need to be strong. So he used all of his might to keep the hose under control, knowing he'd most likely shoot right out of his hands if he let his guard down for even a second.
He? This!
The hose's jet stream ran right into the brightly burning fire. However,
It's not going out! What the fuck?
although steam was rising here and there, the force of the flames didn't weaken in the slightest.
Son of a bitch!
Watase blindly swung the hose. That's not how you do it, dude. Despite his efforts, the fire only grew stronger and stronger and swooped down on Watase with intense ferocity. The flames swayed, briefly licking at his left hand.
Ah!
The heat shot through his gloves and burned the back of his hand. He then dropped the hose on instinct. Oh no.
Oh shit.
He frantically tried to pick up the hose. Out of the way, Captain. But then Kazami grabbed his collar and violently pulled him back.
だから私がと言ったのですあなたはもっと後ろへ下がって
This is why I said I'd handle this. You need to get further back.
分かった
Got it.
Okay, good. Yeah, definitely leave it to her. She knows more of what she's doing. As he said this, Watase noticed there's something caught on his right hand. Oh my god, what's this? It was a locket with a broken chain. Are they an item? Kazami had apparently dropped it when she tackled him earlier. Watase quickly put it in his pocket and looked slightly in front of him.
いいですか放水というのはこうやるのです
Damn! She's so badass. Look carefully. This is how you put out a fire. Kazami nimbly handled the hose as she told Watase this in a calm voice. Wow, she is so badass. She aimed the jet stream right at the edge of the fire, pushing the flames back. Yeah, he is. Wow, I think he's falling for her too. Amazing. Kazami replied to Watase's praise with a cool and collected tone.
火の動きを読み水で抑え込むそして炎の根源を断て
Read the path of the flames and suppress them with water. Take out the source of the fire after that.
そんなことも忘れた人にこのホースを持つ資格はありません
Someone who's forgotten even that has no right to hold this hose. Kazami quickly swung the hose as she fired off that cold answer. Oh damn, this is giving me such Arc Knights vibes. With the amnesiac main character and the girl who's kind of mad at them for losing their memory, and they may or may not have been in a relationship in the past. Dang. Some Arknights vibe right here. Kazami quickly swung the hose as she fired off that cold answer. She does. Kazami does remind me of Calcit, like in that kind of way. Very similar personality and abilities as well. The water swelled like an animal and fell into the fire in front of him. The flames that had been hardly burning with such fury earlier were now growing smaller and smaller with each passing moment. And soon enough, they were gone completely. Extinguishing complete. Kazami turned off the water with that declaration. June quickly came running back and called out to her teammates.
危なかったね、二人とも。
Man, that was too close for comfort, guys.
ああ、立花と森部のおかげでなんとか助かったよ。
Yeah, it's all thanks to the two of you that we got out of there alive.
それは何よりですが、隊長。
More importantly than that, Captain. All of a sudden, she grabbed Watase by the collar.
隊長、なぜちゃんとサーモグラフィーを確認せず OK を出したのですか？
Captain, why did you give the OK without checking the IRT scanner properly? Yeah, wow. This is reminding me of, my favorite parts of Arknights.
すまない。AD を早く手に入れなければと思い焦ってしまったんだ。
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about how badly we need to find some AD, so I got impatient.
焦った？焦ったから失敗したとでも？
Wow. Dang. Wow. Impatient. You screwed up because you were impatient. Yep. Wow. This is such a Calcit thing to say. Oh my god.
そんな甘い考えでこの仕事が務まるとお思いですか？
Wow. You think you're fit for this line of work with such naive thoughts like that? Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
そのざまでは要救助者を助けることはおろか、ご自分の命も守れませんよ。
You won't be able to save the survivors like that. To say the least of keeping yourself safe.
すまん。
Sorry.
それに、どうしてすぐに私の指示に従わなかったのですか？
And why didn't you obey my orders right away?
それはだがあの時はとっさにお前を守らなきゃと思って。
Oh my god. But I felt like I had to protect you right away back then. Oh my god.
私を守る？生意気言わないでください。
Protect me. Please do not get so conceited. Wow. Oh, wow.
いつもの隊長ならともかく、今のあなたにそんな力はありません。
This. Yeah, wow. This is. Oh my god. It might have been a different story if you were your normal self, but you don't have that strength as you are right now. Yeah, wow. Wow. Are you also gonna tell Watase that what he does at 4 a.m. and he's gonna wonder why you know that? Something in... Yep. Yeah. Oh, wow. Something in Watase's head snapped at those words.
Don't be so harsh. I'm trying to help out in my own way the best I...
俺は俺なりにですって？
In my own way. Kazami's eyebrows twitched as she said that. Ugh! Oh my god. This is like... Wow. I am so sorry. I am getting the biggest deja vu here. Because the situation is so similar. And in a very, very good way. This is not a criticism in the least, by the way. She then grabbed him by the nape of his neck and pushed him against the wall. Oh my...
命のかかったこの現状でそんな甘い考えが通用すると思っているのですか
Do you seriously believe such naive thoughts like that will be enough to keep you alive in this place?
自分なりに頑張りましたとか一生懸命やりましたとかそうした意志は意味を持ちません
Wanting to do my best in my own way or try as hard as I can means nothing out here.
今求められるのは正しい行動とそれを選び出す冷静さです
What you need to survive is the composure to choose and take the right actions.
私たちは犬死にしに来たんじゃありません命を救うために来たのですよ
We didn't come here to die a pointless death. We came here to save lives.
有利さを発見した時も隊長は自らの力量も現状の危険性も顧みず炎の中に飛び込もうとしましたね
Back when we found Miss Yori, you tried to run into that fire without even considering your own abilities or the danger of the situation, didn't you?
おそらくそれもあなたなりに有利さんを助けようと思った結果の行動でしょう
That also most likely stemmed from you trying to save Yuri in your own way. However,
要救助者を助けるために自分の命を捨てるような奴は英雄なんかじゃないただのバカ者だ
I love her voice so much. Someone who would throw their own life away to save survivors is no hero, just a fool.
これはかつて隊長がご自分でおっしゃった言葉じゃありませんか
I'm sorry. The deja vu is hitting me like a truck. Though you don't remember, those are your very own words I'm quoting here. This is like literally the exact same situation. Just replace firefighters with doctors and like, oh.
そんなことも忘れてしまったあなたはただの一般人と同じです
If you've even forgotten something like that, then that makes you no different from a civilian. Watase couldn't say anything to that. He felt like he'd been handed an epiphany of just how utterly powerless and foolish he'd been. He hung his head crestfallenly and let out a feeble reply.
すまなかった
I'm sorry.
俺の軽率な行動のせいでみんなを危険な目に遭わせちまって
I put everyone in danger because of my own careless actions.
分かっていただければ良いのです
As long as you understand, that's good. See, Kelsey, like, kind of is nowhere near that forgiving. She holds the biggest grudge, but she also knows what the doctor did at 4 a.m. What their regular freaking 4 a.m. habits are. So, yeah. No, Arctites did not come before Root Devil, Luca. It did not. But wow, because Kazami, I don't know, she's very similar to Kelsey, who is my favorite character in Arctites, but oh my god. Yeah, Kelsey is nowhere near that forgiving. You got her because the pre-amnesia doctor got her best friend killed, and she, like, by accident, but you know, yeah. And she is nowhere near that forgiving.
ですが隊長、私が今言ったことは絶対に忘れないでくださいね。
But please make sure you never forget everything I told you just now. Kazami let go of Watase's neck and said that. For a 10-year-old game, this looks fantastic, honestly. I love the graphics. Dang, I am now totally invested in this. Love it. Absolutely, I am loving this so much. Seriously. It was then that June nervously cut in.
副隊長、今日の隊長は仕方ないよ。いつもとは違うんだから。
Lieutenant, it ain't the captain's fault. Any other day and he wouldn't have this problem.
そうですね。本来であれば、あんな軽率な行動は決してしない方でしたから。
Yes, you're correct. Normally, he wouldn't be the kind of person to take such rash actions. Those words pierced Watase's heart. She was right. The Watase Kasasagi of today was completely different from the normal Watase Kasasagi. So he wished that he could, at the very least, learn from his past self.
なあ、立花。普段の俺はどんなレスキュー隊員だったんだ？
Dang. We're about to get to like a story section in Arknights in this in like 2 weeks. Wow. Where a doctor asks about their past. Like, what were they like in the past? Like, reminiscing with Calcit. Oh my god.
Hey, Tachibana. Exactly what kind of rescue worker was the normal me like?
そうですね。冷静で理知的で、とても慎重な方でした。
Let's see. You were a calm, intellectual, and extremely cautious person.
なんかそれ、ヘタレっぽくないか？
Oh!
Sounds more like a coward if you ask me.
Dang!
とんでもない。
Don't be ridiculous.
隊長はどんな状況でも合理的な判断が下せる理想的なレスキュー隊員だったんです。
Look at her. She is glowing. We haven't seen her smile since, like, wow. Ever. Look at her. You were an intellectual rescue worker who always made rational decisions, no matter what the crisis.
そうだね。まあ、厳しいことは厳しかったけど、筋は通ってたよね。
Yeah, that is exactly like pre-amnesia doctor. She's right. Well, okay, you're a bit of a hard ass, but your logic made sense. Yep. Yeah, pre-amnesia doctor was apparently like very cold and calculating. Oh my, this is exactly, wow.
そうだった。
So that's who I was.
If someone as competent as Kazami was praising him this much, then he probably really had been a truly superb rescue worker. That thought alone made him curse his current self's incompetence.
わかったよ。とにかくこれからは安全を第一に考えるようにする。自分も含めてだ。
Oh my god, what to say?
Okay. I'll make sure to put safety first from now on, my own included.
ええ。せめて記憶が。いつもの調子が戻るまでは、そのようにお願いします。
How's that gonna even work? Oh my god. I really want to see how this concludes. What is gonna happen with the two personalities? Or like, if it is that, if that is the answer. Oh my god. If again my theory is right, but if it's just memories coming back, is it really gonna be that simple? How will Kazami react? Oh god. Yes, please keep doing that until your memories and your old self comes back. Because this is kind of different because Calcit just straight up would not forgive old doctor for what they did, like for the decision they made that led to their best friend's death. But she does give the new doctor a chance, slowly but surely.
では、訓戒はここまで。皆さんのところへ戻りましょう。
That's enough lecturing out of me. Let's regroup with the others. June, what is that smug look on your face, June? Kazami gave that order and started walking again. Baltasay and June followed behind her. His burnt left hand still ached under its glove.
God damn it, how pathetic.
Oh. Just for June? No, I trust June. Watase thought over the situation. The normal Watase Kasasagi would have never have screwed up as badly as he had just now. Oh yes! Then what kind of relationship did he have with Kazami as lieutenant? As he thought this, he suddenly looked at June, only to find out she was looking at him too.
なんて顔してんのさ。
You and your smug cat face here. Look at that. Look at that. That's a freaking Mion expression if I've ever seen one. You know. You're just like fucking Closure. You're in the exact same position as Closure, as you know everything, yet you're not gonna say it. Because you love drama and gossip. Fucking hell. Wow. That's quite a look y'all have got there. June said that to Watase with a wry smile.
ひでえ顔してたが
That bad, huh?
うん、すごいへこんでる感じ。初めて見る表情だよ。
Oh yeah, y'all look real bummed out. Never thought I'd ever see a face like that from y'all.
反省してんだよ。自分が情けなくってな。
Oh, just looking back on how pathetic I am.
今日は本当にいつもの体調と違うよね。言うことが私とそっくりだ。
Well, y'all really aren't acting like your normal self today. Sound more like me.
そっくりお前と
Like you.
Like you.
実はね、私もしょっちゅうそういうことを思ってるんだ。私なんかにシリウスの隊員が務まんのかなってね。
To be honest, I often find myself wondering, should someone as pathetic as me really be working in serious stuff like that?
超人だらけだからさ、うちのチームって。隊長と副隊長を筆頭に。
My god, you almost sound like Closure. Like, your voice sounds very similar to Closure. Oh, really? So the scene with Kazami and the scene with June was a bonus character scene. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I'm glad I got the scenes then. I might have missed some things earlier too, but I'd love to be able to go back and get all the scenes. You know, because there's all these awesome people on our team, especially y'all and the lieutenant.
超人か。残念ながら今の俺はそう呼ばれる資格はないよ。
Awesome people, huh? Sorry to break it to you, but I don't think I have the right to be one of those today.
何言ってんのさ。記憶がまっさらなんだから、そんなの当たり前じゃん。
Oh, come on, don't get all mopey on me. It's only natural, with your memory going all kaput and whatnot.
これで隊長が私より活躍したら、私の立つ瀬がないよ。
If y'all start working harder than me, then I'll lose in a flash. No doubt about that.
記憶がある分、私の方がレスキュー隊の先輩みたいなもんなんだからね。
But hey, without your memory, I guess that means I've been doing this whole rescue thing longer than y'all now. So that makes me your senpai.
そりゃそうかもしれないが。
Maybe you're right.
まあ、新人同士、 せて頑張っていこうよ。
Okay, then let's work together and do our best as fellow newbies. Yeah! With that, June gave Watase a nice hard slap in the back. I was almost gonna read that as slap in the ass. But
Is she being considerate of me?
oh, I've gotten all the character scenes so far. Awesome. Thank you, GAs.
She may not choose her words wisely, but she's not a bad person at heart.
Why would you even think she was in the first place? She's been nothing but sweet and kind. June continued as those thoughts crossed Watase's mind.
まあいつまでもミスを引きずっちゃダメだよ。
Well, y'all can't keep beating yourself up forever.
隊長のミスは私がフォローするから萎縮しないで頑張って。
I've got your back if you screw up, so just do your best and keep at it.
そうやってちょっとずつ勘取り戻していこう。
Keep trying and your old instincts will find their way back one by one.
ありがとう。できるだけ早く追いつくから、それまではよろしく頼むよ、先輩。
Thank you. I'll do my best to catch up to your level. So I'm counting on you until then, ma'am.
Oh, golly gee. Y'all calling me ma'am is just...
おう、任せてよ、後輩。
yeah, just leave it to me, rookie. Watase and June broke out into a smile at that exchange. A strong feeling of reassurance broke through the clouds of self-pity covering Watase's heart. Okay. I think this is a good place to save for now. Wow! Wow! Oh my god! This is incredible. Wow! Oh my god! Wow! I really wanted to take a peek inside that locket, which you probably won't do it until a while, but oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! Woo! I can't wait until Friday, you guys! Oh my god! Oh, I can't wait! Oh my god, I am so excited. So Thursday is more Hate Plus, and we'll get back to this on Friday. I can't wait! Thank you all so much for joining me on Root Double. Too excited! Until next time, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. Y'all are the sweetest of hearts. See ya.